And the chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Buba Marwa, says the challenge posed by drug abuse continues to be a public health concern. The agency is holding a forum in Abuja that has brought together wives of state governors. Sifon Isien again reports.
Drug abuse remains a public health concern in Nigeria. The 2018 National Drug Use Survey has shown that 14.3 million Nigerians between the ages of 15 and 64 years abuse psychoactive substances other than alcohol and tobacco, and 1 in 4 of such individuals is female.
Experience and expertise.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency is enlisting the support of spouses of state governors to tackle the drug use problem. That's why it convened this forum in Abuja.
We work continuously to create awareness about the dangers of drug abuse and the necessity for treatment. We rally to strengthen institutions and equip individuals with the knowledge and skills to make informed decisions where illicit drugs are concerned.
There is need, however, for increased investment in prevention programs that target vulnerable groups, including young people, schools and communities, as well as expanded access to treatment, services for those struggling with addiction, while comprehensive public awareness campaigns to educate the people should be sustained.
The emergence of new psychoactive substances deepens drug abuse among young people.
The situation is dire for the whole of the country, no doubt, but there are certain states that are far more affected than others in terms of the numbers of people that use drugs and have respective health challenges. And of course, those are the peoples that these treatment centers are for.
Drug abuse is not merely a law enforcement issue. It is a public health crisis that demands a compassionate and comprehensive response.
The link between drug abuse and criminal behavior remains a source of concern. Studies have shown that the intensity of criminal behavior, especially property crime, is directly related to drug use status.
Well, for more on the report, TVC News correspondent Sifon Isien joins me on the news now. Sifon, let's begin with the raid on criminal hideouts in Abuja. Last week, about 700 suspects were paraded, and now there are about 300 of them. Talk to us more about this raid of criminal hideouts.
There are ongoing operations, apart from the one carried out by the Special Intervention Squad established by the Inspector General of Police, especially to combat crimes such as kidnapping, banditry. There are also other operations initiated by the Police Command. Operation Velvet is meant to clamp down on identified hotspots in the FCT, where suspected criminals are believed to rendezvous. So that is what has happened. According to the Commissioner of Police, they got intelligence and clamped down on suspects in the locations in Day and Zuba, and got this number as we have highlighted in this report.
All right, and you mentioned in that report that one of the suspects claims to be an official of the Department of State Services.
Well, that is what we gathered, but the authenticity is what the police is, investigating the more to determine exactly if his claim is true. So the police will be liaising with the Department of State Services to verify the identity of this person who claims to be an agent of the DSS.
All right, and talking about, the war against drug abuse in Nigeria, tell us about the commitment of the wives of the state governors who gathered today to partner with the NDLEA on this cause.
Well, the commitment at this moment is to take the message back to their states, domesticate the message, make sure it gets to the grassroots. So all sectors within their states will come on board to ensure they form an inclusive action or develop an inclusive framework that would, serve as a platform for action against drug abuse. Just as I mentioned in that report, it's prevalent among persons of a certain age bracket, largely young persons, and 1 in every 4 Is a female.
All right, then. Our defense correspondent, Sifon, is here for us in Abuja. Thanks a lot for that update.